Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being on this channel where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And this video is about the narcissist is possessed. Let's talk about it. If you've been through narcissistic abuse, which I'm assuming if you're here, you probably have been, it's the most confusing, bizarre experience where you can feel things are going on, but it's beyond what's going on in the physical. You know you're being antagonized, but a lot of it is subliminal. It's a spiritual attack, right? And I talk all the time about how the narcissist is soul detached, operating with an entity of consciousness that we're calling narcissism, that is way beyond a personality disorder. Yeah? It's not comparable to something that's just going on in the personality field. It's multi-dimensional. It's got a spiritual and psychic aspect, right? Which is why they infiltrate and try and take over your field. I've been with narcissists that have said, I want to merge with your soul. I've been with one recently by accident that said, we're sisters. They try and, I've heard that before. We're not anything like each other, in fact. They're trying to merge and infiltrate at a soul level. Why? Because they're possessed and they want to possess you. Around these demons, you're going to feel more anger, more fear, more lower level consciousness than you've ever felt before, and probably not understand it because it's not your own energy. They're trying to merge with you, right? I call it enmeshment, an enmeshment of your energy field. And that's why you don't feel like yourself. And you start turning into someone who isn't yourself. How many clients, people I work with, have done things in reactive abuse where literally they've been so antagonized, so tormented, they have fought back in a way that is not them, right? Maybe you've done something, said something, acted out. Maybe you were violent, maybe you were mean, maybe you were seeking revenge. You know, when you push a human being in psychological warfare to a place where they're just so outside of themselves, and then you bring them down and try and make them feel that they're wrong, they're the crazy one, because they've been dealing with crazy for so long, they don't understand what's going on a multidimensional level, and now they're just under attack with very low reserves in their energetic field and nervous system resilience. They do things that are outside themselves, and the guilt and the shame and the confusion as to who they are now, right, is big. And that's what these guys try to do. They're possessed and they're trying to possess you, because when you're so lost, so confused, so unsure anymore about who you are, what's happening to you, yeah, you're just reactive. You're just in fight and flight. You're just in a trauma response because you're being traumatized over and over again. And the saddest thing in our universe is when we're going through trauma, we're a match to people who are going to keep traumatizing us, which is why I recommend Sovereign, right? I've put a payment plan on that now. If you email me, I will give you a payment plan that will suit you. I've changed the way I'm doing the program because I want to build a community, actually, forever. I want us to build a community where we're coming into our true selves, our true lives, our most authentic, empowered selves, no matter what we've been through, how hard it's been, or how many times you've gone back in this cycle. Because a lot of the confusion comes from when we think we've broken free and then something else happens and we wonder, how can we be here again? You know, it gets to us again. They hit on that trauma, that nerve. You know, we make progress and suddenly we're kind of in that consciousness that they're trying to drag us into. They target certain people, there's no doubt, on this planet. But at the same time, Sovereign is all about keeping hold of ourselves, right? Being true to who we are, right? Being true to what we want and need. Creating a sovereign life, which is one that no one gets to take away, disrupt, dismantle, no matter what. One that we can keep using the tools from, using the insights and things that I teach through that to keep like cleansing our field, to keep cleansing our aura, to keep getting this out of our system, no matter how many of them or whoever they are that try and infiltrate it. So we get to find our people and connect with them and actually build a hopeful, beautiful, loving, connected life. But make no mistake, right? So the narcissist is soul detached, operating with an entity of consciousness we're calling narcissism. If that wasn't the case, there is no way on earth they would all be doing the same thing. They love bomb, they hoover. Well, they love bomb, they devalue, they hoover, they discard. They love bomb, they devalue, they hoover, they discard. It doesn't matter if you call them whatever flavour of narcissist. We could say overt, covert, one's just more extrovert, and a lot of them flip-flop, right, depending on who they're with. They're the ultimate chameleons because they're not just a non-self, they're not just a false self, they're a non-self. Yeah? They manipulate people to such a level that they just take on the mask of whoever they need to be to project the image. So for the flying monkeys and enablers, they project the image of some kind of hero a lot of the time. Some kind of victim also of like the people that they've abused. And for the people they target, they're tell me if you haven't seen the devil in their eyes. I have. So I was talking recently, I didn't want to share this on the channel, but I mean, people are telling me not to speak out on this, and that, and I wondered it. If I talk about this and I talk about trauma, will I be manifesting more of it into my life? Because I do get under spiritual attack, and that's just because I've got a bigger message in the world, I think, and I actually know how to walk with it, and I'm not going to stop and back down. And I don't think that speaking about trauma manifests more trauma in your life, right? If you're healed enough, then it's like, because I'm not connecting with people on the level of trauma, I'm connecting with people on the level of who they are. I'm bringing us home, right? That's where I'm connecting. I'm not here to keep us going on the merry-go-round. I'm here to help us claim our sovereignty, our peace. I'm here to make you brave, right? I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm certainly brave. I've certainly walked away from things in conditions that you'd think, how on earth has she got through that? I do it over and over again. Because as soon as I smell a rat, I know I'm with one. And as soon as I know, right, I want to give you an idea actually that I've had given to me, and I downloaded, and I think it's really true. Like, you do not have to live this way, no matter what you're going through with these things. Yeah, I know that sometimes we think, well, it's our community, it's our family, it's our whatever it is. You do not have to live this way. You can break free. You can break through, and you can break true to who you are and what you want and need, and that is a sovereign life. So if you want to join Sovereign, there are payment plans. I've got a special offer on my one-on-one coaching, by the way, and if you join that, I will include Sovereign in it. But honestly, like, come into our community, like, work, like, decide to break free, because the biggest thing you're going to need to do in these cycles is choose yourself over and over and over and over and over again, and have people around you that will help you be brave and understand that there's nothing wrong with you and the context of what you've been going through, which most people on the planet won't. Because if you've been through this level of abuse and targeting, most people are going to think there's something wrong with you, because they never had that. They may never have actually looked the devil in the face. Not today, Satan. These are demonic entities. We've known about it since the beginning of time. I stand my ground, and I don't believe by talking about it I'm manifesting more of it into my life, actually. I believe by talking about it I'm shedding light in the darkest places, which is what we do actually as light workers, as teachers, as spiritual healers, and like from a healed place, which is where I'm not, I'm encouraging us to come into our light, but you can't come into your light if you're denying the truth. And that's what I did for so many years of my life. I pretended it wasn't evil. I pretended it didn't exist. I tried to fix myself to such a level or accommodate the darkness rather than stand in the light and not accept the unacceptable. Sure, I'll forgive it. Forgiveness just means letting go, right? But most of what I teach people to do is stand boldly in the truth of who you are. And when you do that, everything else falls away, because they have no power over you. They are soul snatchers, dream snatchers, trying to take you away from who you are, trying to get you to do things and say things and be things that are not your true character, so that you think you're just like them, right? They're possessed and they're trying to possess you. Don't let it go that way. If you want to join Sovereign, the link is below. If you need a payment plan, let me know. I'm doing them one-on-one on a special offer. Come into that now, because I have got availability for it, which I don't always have, and I'll throw in Sovereign for free. We've got our next Q&A this weekend. Lots of love, guys. I'll speak to you soon.